Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to StarCraft II Wings of Liberty campaign. In the last episode, we stole the massively destructive Odin from the Terran Dominion, and now we've managed to get it back to them such that they don't know that we are actually in control of it. It is our Trojan horse to get to the UNN studios, which is a news network, on the planet of Korhal, centered on the planet of Korhal, and we have a message that shows a recording of Emperor Mengsk that shows that he is a terrible person who has murdered billions of innocent people to get to where he is, and he will, in some approximation of his own words, rather rule this universe, or he will rule this sector, or see it burn before him. So, that is the ugly truth of Mengsk, that he's a mass murderer who will do anything to get into power. And the people need to know that. So we're going to break into the news studios and transmit that everywhere. And the Odin is our way of doing it. So that's what we'll be doing this episode. Let's get details.
Our raid on the Valhalla facility hasn't even been reported yet. The Dominion have no idea we stole the Odin. I had to call in every favor I had, but I got the Odin on the surface with Tychus inside.
Matt, you're a miracle worker. Must have been a complicated operation.
You don't even want to know, sir. I'm not going to let anything keep us from exposing Mengsk.
So they're still expecting to film it at the UNN studios later today?
That's right, and we won't disappoint them. Seeing as he's the only one with experience, Tychus will pilot the Odin and hit the studio guards with a surprise attack. They'll be confused for several minutes, and won't even know who to attack at first.
And during the confusion, we'll establish a forward base using this command center we acquired earlier. Pretty devious, Matt. I like it.
If Tychus can inflict enough damage during the sneak attack, making the broadcast should be relatively easy. Keep in mind, we'll only have a few minutes before the Dominion realize that Tychus is in the Odin. Once they figure it out, they'll use everything they've got to stop us.
Whatever happens, we'll be giving Mengsk one hell of a broadcast. Let's do this.
That's a truly epic shot of a battlecruiser they were displaying on the screen there. Pretty nice. So, before starting the surprise attack, look around and decide which enemy base you want to crush. Now, if we do this right, we should be able to crush 2 of them, probably not 3. There are 3 different bases around. The idea here is simple. For 5 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever the timer is, it may depend on difficulty level. We can run around as Tychus in the Odin, crushing everything, and it's super overpowered. After that, we will no longer have, or we may no longer have the Odin, or the Dominion will at least be better reinforced or something like that. I can't remember what, but basically our window of opportunity will be missed. So we need to do as much as we can, as soon as possible, to pave the way for our later efforts.
I'm in the Dominion security network, bringing up their locations now.
And we get vision of everything during this first part so we can plan carefully.
All right, Tychus, do your thing.
Thought you'd never ask.
Alright. Now, I don't think we're not on a timer yet. Is his base just gonna... Can we just wait here until our forward base is fully constructed? I guess it's not going to be much, but it'll just stop constructing at some point, and waiting longer won't help anything. So let's worry about this attack for the moment. So like I said before, there are 3 bases. Here's the epicenter of one, the epicenter of the second, and the epicenter of the third and final base. There's also this little mini outpost here, and a little mini outpost here. We don't have to worry too much about those. Now, there are a couple of different tactics we can possibly look at doing. We can try and destroy their mineral mining so that they don't have any resources after our window of opportunity has passed. We can try and destroy their production facilities so that they don't have the ability to make anything after the window has passed. Those are definitely the sorts of things we'll want to focus. Probably even more than just the actual units that are available themselves. Now, I don't want to move Tychus just yet. We need to figure out what the best thing to attack first is. I don't really know what would be the best idea, but typically what I've done in the past is move to, say, the right-hand base here and taking that out. Or, well, maybe not. Actually, maybe not that. Where's the mining going on? The mining's really important. Actually, the forward outposts are mostly where mining is, and the central outpost has mining. So the central base. So the central base is probably one of the most important, as well as the outposts. Now, we should be able to take out the outposts relatively soon. At least this one right next to us. Okay, so here's the plan. Our primary focus will be mining facilities, because we want to destroy their economy. The secondary part of the strategy will be to focus the production facilities so that they can't build anything. And then we want to look at building a route that is optimal for taking those targets out. So the main mining area, the one furthest from our base, hardest to get to, and at most in the center of their operation, is this one back here. It's going to be the first thing we go to. That's also convenient because it also happens to be the closest thing to where we start. So there's very little travel time to get there. From there, we will work our way counterclockwise across the map, destroying all production facilities, or at least ones that aren't too far out of our way, as we work our way around to get to this mining base here. Then, hopefully, we can get to this by the very end of our window and just destroy at least the command center and the SCVs so that mining stops, or can't start. I don't know when they'll start mining exactly. It might be after our window of opportunity is passed that they actually start mining. Then, the only mining base they'll have is this one in the lower right-hand corner, this little outpost here with very little defense. We can come in after our window of opportunity with a small force and take it out quite quickly relative to the other bases. If we compare this outpost defense, this one we're planning to take out with a small force, with this outpost that we want to take out with the Odin, this one's a little bit better defended. A little bit. Not much, but a little. So that is the plan. Hopefully that will optimize that's our optimal route, because we will not have time to take out all three bases probably. I think there's an achievement even for doing that on like normal difficulty, and on hard it's really difficult. So not even going to try that. Now, can we move Tychus without firing? No, we must fire. So we will use a barrage to kill everything in this area.
Odin has gone rogue. Repeat, Odin has gone
Great.
rogue. Bring it down!
Attention, rogue pilot. This is General Warfield of Dominion Command. You're ordered to stand down or face immediate termination.
Heavy duty.
Alright, so we've started our attack, and now we have a timer that tells us when the surprise attack ends. Now notice these tanks and things are not firing at us.
I like it.
Because right now they don't know that we're bad. Now things get alerted, but only the things very closest to us. So we can do a lot of damage before they realize what's going on.
Make room for the big dog.
Now let's take out this siege tank and other things around here and start working out the production facilities.
Wrath of God incoming.
Alright,
Squash 'em like
that's another
bugs.
factory down, another factory here. It's taking a long time to kill these production facilities, not entirely confident that this is worth it, but let's take out a couple of tanks as well as barracks and armory. Pretty good.
Bring it down.
And there's a lot of defending units around that factory, so
Heavy duty.
I'm just gonna get a move on.
Make room for the big dog.
Let's kill that ghost. That ghost is capable of
Heavy
dropping
duty.
nukes on our heads, so we want to destroy it
This'll
sooner rather
get her
than later.
done.
And we'll just run by that
I
turret
like
that's
it.
shooting us.
This mighty steel giant stands as a testimony to the skill
Actually,
room for
I'm gonna
big
change the
dog.
plan a little bit. And
Ragnarok
go
and
right for this
roll.
mining base down here because
Heavy
I don't want to
duty.
run out of time before the
This'll get her
when the
done.
surprise attack will end.
Ragnarok and roll.
So let's take out
Wrath of God
everything
incoming.
down here, and then we'll just see
Big
how much
dog
extra
is
we
off.
can go for.
An alert's gone out. It won't be long before they shut me out of their system.
Don't rush me, kid. Can a man take some pleasure in his work?
Yeah, take some pleasure in doing it quickly.
Wrath of God incoming.
Alright, we've got another minute 10 to go. This
Big
medic's
dog
just running
is
up to
off
be
the leash.
obliterated. Medics can't even attack, so that's extremely dumb.
Like it. Make room for the big dog.
I think they're being pulled from a slightly longer range
Ragnarok and
now.
roll. Make room for the big dog.
Alright, that's sufficient havoc down here. Let's go
Squash
north
them like bugs.
and see what we can do. I think we do
Heavy
actually get the Odin
duty.
for the rest of the mission, come to think
We're
of it.
almost out of time.
Alright, alright.
So are these guys. Don't sweat it.
Alright, let's use Barrage to take out this command center. And
This'll get her done.
reactor core or something. What is this? Fusion core, which is
Let's
used
see
for building
what
battle
these babies
cruisers.
got.
Alright, we have a
Smoke
few
the
seconds.
crater.
2,
Ragnarok
1,
and roll.
and that's it. Couldn't take that engineering bay.
The Dominion switched to a secure channel. I can't track their positions anymore.
It's fine.
But I have gained access to the UNN network. We'll need troops to stay close to one of the broadcast towers long enough to get our message out. For our broadcast to reach all of Dominion space, we'll need to control each broadcast tower long enough to upload the data. Any unit type can maintain control.
You can bet Max will have something to say about that. Let's get moving.
So they're going to send teams to try and stop us. So we'll have to make sure we keep those points defended. We can't just run anybody up there. We need a good, strong force.
You're the boss.
Our base is up and running. I'm transferring control of it to you now, sir.
Alright, so let's build some more workers. And there's the Odin. Now, if the Odin dies, we don't fail. But it's extremely valuable, so we want to keep it alive.
Hardware inbound. These Thors are smaller than the Odin, but they handle better and they still hit hard. Enjoy.
Alright, now we've got some Thors.
That big dog is all mine.
Alright, so Tychus should be
He
in.
followed me home.
ready.
Can I keep
Tychus
it?
is the Odin, and an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator is in the Thor.
I'm wasting away here.
Alright. Now what are we gonna do?
SCV
Got some more
ready.
SCVs building. Always focus the
the rear
SCVs.
with the gear.
We're gonna need some defenses for our
Will
base.
do.
That's the first priority. Build some defenses for our base.
SCV ready.
So I'll put a bunker
Roger.
there, maybe,
Go ahead.
and a
Yeah,
bunker
whatever.
there. Just
I'm
kind
going.
of guessing about the best placement.
SCV ready.
And start training up some additional Marines for those bunkers.
By the numbers.
And
Who
split out
wants
the
some?
Marines we were given to start with to go into the bunkers. Now, the first thing we'll want to do is just concentrate on building up these defenses early on so that we can leave our base. And then we're going to need a small mobile force to push out with. So this could take a few minutes to
Roger
build
that.
up. I'm not going to make everyone sit through that, so I'll skip ahead a little bit here to an appropriate point. Okay, so apparently that defense was not thought out as well as it could have been. If only I had access to the high ground. But I don't.
You gonna give me orders?
So I'm just going to have to
By the
rebuild
numbers.
my defenses
our target?
out of range of the cliff, I
Mineral
suppose.
field depleted.
I'll need a new SCV for this.
What's going on?
That's very unfortunate.
Been waiting on you.
Oh, and we're out of mining. So I guess that's time to... That signals that it is time
Will do,
to go out and take one of the Dominion mining
Let's see what
bases
this baby's
for our
got.
own. Science vessel's giving us
Oh,
vision. We can rip apart the high ground there.
Human tenacity and ingenuity have come together to forge the final answer to the Zerg's threat.
Somebody really needs to tell Mengsk what's going on. So those broadcasts
Make
are
room for the
definitely
big
not up
dog.
to date. Do we have all the upgrades that we've got coming to
Upgrade
us?
complete.
We could have more ship plating
me
to
home.
protect our science vessel.
Can I keep it? This.
But we
will
have
get
all
her
the vehicle
done.
upgrades.
This.
Alright, so let's have our forces start working to clear out the area up here. And let's send our SCVs to start mining.
What's that?
From
Let's
the
see.
more distant base out there. Notice that I'm sending siege tanks along with our main army
forces
because they'll be
under
useful
attack.
for defending the broadcasting towers. Though I don't know if we should try defending the first one yet. I mean, we probably have enough to do it, but I like to do it overwhelmingly rather than by the skin of my teeth, so to speak. Oh, notice this tank not getting healed, but regenerating health slowly over time. That is our Zerg research kicking in. Regenerative biosteel. Hopefully it'll be enough to save him. Oh yeah, because now it's kept him alive until the science vessels could do more. We are not healing as
Your
fast as we could
forces
with
are
this
under
science
attack.
vessel because it's running out of energy. So obviously, it needs some
follow me
supporting
home.
science vessels.
Can I?
Not enough minerals.
And we'll train up some
Not
more
enough minerals.
Marines to send. And get some more war
Not
pigs.
enough minerals.
And we need to actually start mining. We haven't started mining yet. That's kind of important. And we'll build some automated refineries when we can, because right now we're not getting any gas either.
Coming through. Ragnar, rock and roll. Make room for the big.
Man, the AoE splash damage from those Thors is really effective against light and weak units like Reapers. We'll see more Reapers later. Oh, I guess
Strike
we're
Team
holding.
Charlie, get to that tower. Bring down those rebels.
Upgrade.
I'm in deep.
We are now holding our ground at the first tower,
Insufficient
and we
Vespene
need to
gas.
train up some additional units.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Man, these Thors have very weak anti-air. We should probably get some Wraiths up here.
This'll get her done.
Wraiths, Thors, and tanks probably to help us mostly.
The doctor is in.
Ragnar.
The Thor's AoE is not bad against air.
First transmission uploaded. Even Mengsk won't be able to wriggle out of this one.
Armored things are really bad, though.
Incoming transmission.
There's only one man arrogant enough to think he can get away with this. Raynor.
Ha! Just for once, Arcturus, this really is all about you. I hope you enjoy our show.
I knew it. Warfield, get your men down there. I want Raynor's head, you understand? Him and all his terrorist friends.
We need more Vespene before we can build some better aircraft. So we need those automated refineries online as soon as possible. However, one thing we could do, instead of pushing forward through the production lines and things that we were attacking earlier, we can come down here and, well, there's something I want to get first, but our main goal will be we can take the mining base up here and attack via the number 1 tower, according to the map. We just took out the number 3 tower. And then that will allow us to secure additional resources. And in the meantime, we can spend our massive amount of excess minerals on Marines, just to flesh out the army a bit. Now, there is a secret in this map which unlocks a bonus level, and it is down in this corner. Wait. Oh, I'm going into the wrong corner. Hold on. Pull my guys back. Behind this mining base, there's this little passage here that leads to a bridge, and down here there's a structure we can destroy. If we destroy that structure, then we will gain access to some secret documents that tell us of a research facility. And we can go visit that in a bonus mission. So here it is. Science facility. That was an old StarCraft I building. So let's quickly destroy it, and then our mining base is under attack, so we need to go take care of that. Alright, secret found. Mission unlocked. Quickly, go support the mining base. We're going to lose massive amounts of SCVs here, which is unfortunate, but can't really be helped. We got here to support as quickly as we could. Alright, but we have plenty of money, so we can train up some additional SCPs to replace those that were lost. Alright. So now how are we doing? We need probably more air defenses. So let's get some Wraiths up, and then with additional money, some medics would be good, but right now we're a little low on gas, so let's just train up some more Marines. And let's get infantry armor so they last a bit longer. Also, if we're going to get more Wraiths, ship weapons would be very valuable.
Let's see what this baby's got. I like it.
What's wrong with that thing? It's gone crazy.
No, it's not gone crazy. It's more sane than the rest of the Dominion.
The big dog. Ragnarok and roll.
Some might balk at the cost of such a magnificent machine, but I say to you, what price do you put on your loved one's security?
Over me. SCV ready.
Oh, that's an... I just realized there are anti-aircraft things dotted across the map. Normally, I don't really care, but it's actually very important in this case because we're going to be supporting with Wraiths and things. Also, we appear to have lost a lot of our science vessels, so let's build some more of those.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
We've lost all repairs. We need more science vessels. And let's send an SCV out to establish mining operations on this side of the map by building 2 refineries and a backup command center.
Let's see what this baby's got.
SCV ready.
And then we'll push out and, well, we'll wait on healing forces before we push out and destroy anything.
Like it.
Let's build some medics to go along with our army too to help keep the infantry alive. And science vessels are on the way. So then let's build
SCV ready.
another Thor, I guess, because that's our primary ground attack unit. Oh, actually no. Prioritize, spend the money on upgrades. Upgrades are very important in StarCraft II.
Upgrade complete.
Oh wait, no, here are our science vessels.
We have you on
For some reason they stopped following. So actually just continue to build raids.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Alright, let's get the science vessels following the Odin. As per usual.
Can I keep it?
And then we should get some nice repairs on our mech units. There's another blimp. That is a cool looking blimp. With its big, I don't know, what is it? It's got the glass exterior to it. There we go. There's a nice good look at it. Filled with some kind of iridescent gas, it looks like. Really cool looking. Whatever it is.
Base.
Oh, I see. I've got my science vessels selected with my main army. So I keep telling them to move, and since they're faster, they move ahead of the army. That's not good.
Heavy duty.
It's gonna kill us all! Help!
I'm not going to kill you all.
Not enough minerals.
Only those of you pointing guns at me and shooting me.
I like it.
Do we have full upgrades yet? We appear to have full upgrades on everything. That's nice.
It followed me home.
Alright, let's try and take the next tower. Alright, so we're ready to take the second tower. In terms of strategic planning, I'm going to move the siege tanks onto the epicenter of it and siege up. and then move everything else around the siege tanks.
Yes, sir!
So they're protected.
Security breach at one of the towers. Strike Team Alpha, engage. Stop them.
Ragnarok and roll.
Ooh, that was a terrible slaughter. Oh, base under attack. Let's just stim the bunkers back home so we know that everything's gonna be fine. Yep. So stimming, remember, is telling our Marines to use stim packs, which increases their attack speed at the cost of health. Let's cloak our wraiths so that they don't take excessive damage. And look at all those science vessels healing up those tanks. It's pretty sweet.
We're almost done transmitting Mengsk's dirty little secret to the Dominion.
Alright, well then, let's continue to build all kinds of stuff. Oh, we're running out of supply. Let's get a couple SCVs to build some supply depots off in the back somewhere. Like here. Oh, we need more money to build more supply depots than that, but that's fine. We've got, actually not enough workers harvesting that base, but it's almost depleted, so I'm not going to bother building too many extras. But we'll get some workers mining this base over here. That'll help improve our income a bit. And we'll get those wraiths to follow the main wraiths, or the main group. And we'll pull in some reinforcements from down here. Excellent. And now we will push forward to the final broadcast tower. Things are going pretty well so far. Oh, that siege tank was pretty destructive. I should have made sure I took out all the siege. In fact, I think I did take out those siege tanks before. I guess the Dominion rebuilt them with their production facilities. It is unfortunate. Have they rebuilt their mining area? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's just make a stand and take this tower.
They're attacking a tower. Strike Team Bravo. Take them out.
Come on, get in the position quickly as possible. Form up. Nice. 30% done on the upload. As soon as the upload gets to 100%, we're good to go. Some Ravens giving us the Seeker missiles, but we've got a lot of armor and a lot of repairing capability. So we're doing pretty good. 70%. Here comes some more drops.
Awaiting orders.
And they can't stop us at this point. We've done it.
Make room for the big
Mengsk's
dog.
secret is out.
That's the last one. Let's see what the people will think of their beloved Emperor now.
Not much.
All transmissions have been sent, sir. Every world in the Dominion just got a UNN special bulletin about Mengsk.
Riots in the streets everywhere. And mission complete. Mission time 53:41 StarCraft time, which is faster than real time. It didn't actually take that. Not sure exactly how long it took. Maybe 40 minutes, I would say. Just guessing off the top of my head. Or a bit more. Hyperion Cantina, 23:04 shipboard time. Nice place for a break after a very hard
shocking revelations. Veritable firestorm of anti-Mengsk sentiment.
The Emperor held a news conference earlier today.
How do you respond to these allegations of genocide? Of using aliens to...
I assure you, these slanderous attacks against the throne are baseless and irresponsible.
Sir, do you still stand by the sentiment that selfless devotion to the people is the basis of your rule?
Well, of course. I was called upon to serve the greater interest of humanity. Personal power was never my goal.
Then how would you characterize this statement?
I will not be stopped. Not by you or the Confederates or the Protoss or anyone. I will rule this sector or see it burnt to ashes around me. I won't stand for this. You jackals think you can come in here and question me? This interview is over.
Ooh, he's losing his cool.
I love seeing him squirm. But the Dominion's just gonna spin this like they do everything else.
Not this time. Mengsk used the media as a weapon for years, and now we've turned it against him. One broadcast, and won us a bigger victory than 100 battles.
I guess you're right. Well, it's what we started this revolution for in the first place. We've got a long way to go. Maybe we started something here.
Hearts and minds, man. Just like you always said.
You know, Matt, someday you're gonna wind up leading this bunch of misfits.
Oh, no. That's what I keep you around for, sir.
So apart from the bonus mission, I believe that's the end of this portion of the storyline. There are several sub-stories going on. Hyperion Cantina, 1803 shipboard time. Right. So there are several, sub-story arcs that take place during the campaign, like following Dr. Hansen, trying to take down the Dominion, gathering the artifacts for Tychus's contacts, and one that we haven't even started yet at all, which starts with Redstone 3 and working with Gabriel Tosh. I'm looking forward to that, but Redstone 3 is a hard mission, so I've been putting it off. But yeah, so that's other than the secret bonus mission, which we can now do, or should now be able to do, then that's the end of one of the primary story arcs. So now that we've well earned a break, having dealt a devastating blow to the Dominion, let's see what everyone has to say. First thing to note, Tychus isn't even here. Tychus is not in the bar. I'm not sure why that is, actually. But we can still check for the news.
Kate Lockwell here, live from Core Hall. There's rioting in the streets. Citizens are setting fire to government buildings to express their shock and anger at the startling revelations from earlier today. Donnie, what's the situation where you are?
I had a brother on Tarsonis. I had a brother there.
Right. Thanks for that, Donnie. Okay. Emperor Mengsk broadcast a statement earlier today. Unfortunately, UNN satellites were on lockdown at the time. Let's replay a bit of that.
This evidence has been falsified. The enemies of the Dominion will go to any length to soil my good reputation. These ruthless, slanderous attacks cannot...
At that point, the Emperor was shouted down. He's since retreated to his palace and refuses to speak to anyone. In this reporter's opinion, Emperor Mengsk has been revealed as a...
Well, this looks like it's coming very close to the end of the Dominion. On top of the Zerg threat and all. Nobody has anything to say down here? Really? After all that? Huh.
You see? Told you I could build something better than that piece of crap, Odin.
I like that. That's the spirit, brother. Show 'em who's boss.
Got some work to do on the chassis still, but I got to thinking about upgrades and variants, They ain't gonna be cheap, cowboy. Big honking thing like that never is. But they'll be worth it, you'll see.
That's what I like to hear. I'll take a look and see what's affordable.
So now we should have unlocked some upgrades possible for the Thor. We can stun targets and do massive area damage for our barrage attack, which is just an AoE thing we've been using to do, area of effect thing we've been using to do a lot of damage. That's what AoE means, it's area of effect. So we can add a bit of a stun. Destroyed Thors can be rebuilt in the field. I think does this require an SCV? Well, let's take a look at the video and see what they do. Oh no, it says the Thor model can repair itself to full working condition if the hull remains intact. So I think there is some kind of limit on how much you can do that. They're not permanently invulnerable, but honestly I haven't used it all that much, so I don't really remember very well. I still stand by what I said before, and I think that the best thing for us to get right now is the orbital command. It'll really help get more resources and do scouting and various things. If it's worth it at all. Probably. Probably, yeah. So what it can do is it can call down a mule, which lasts for 90 seconds. A mule is a little robotic mining machine that will mine, I think it's like 225, 300 minerals, somewhere in there, over the 90 seconds. And so it gives us a boost to our mineral resource mining, or they can also be used to repair things like SCVs. And the other thing is it can do a scanner sweep, which reveals an area of the map temporarily and reveals cloaked units there. So like we can see right now, those Dark Templar being revealed and destroyed, and the revealing thing is the scanner sweep. So let's go ahead and get that, and then there's not really much else that I would say we'd really want to get. So we might want to save money for other upgrades that come in the future. We can look at what kind of mercenaries are available, though. Because, like, I might want to get the Siegebreaker mercenaries. Because siege tanks are just so good. Yeah, 66% damage. Let's go ahead and do that. That's probably the last pair of mercenary. That's probably the last type of mercenary I ever buy. In fact, is that the only one I've ever bought? No, I also bought... Oh, no, this one's locked. So yeah, that might be the first and last mercenary that I hire is the Siegebreakers. Aside from the War Pigs who you already start out with. Did we not already talk to... Oh, we haven't been to the bridge yet. Oh, okay. Well, that's where Tychus is, and Matt has something to say too. So first, let's talk to Matt real quick.
Those classified documents we found on Core Hall weren't anything special. Just referred to some old bioweapons lab orbiting Castanar.
I think this one might be different. The file suggests they were planning to terminate everyone who ever worked there.
I assume that doesn't mean firing them. But why would Mengsk want to kill a whole research staff?
I don't know. But it seems like something we should check out.
It does indeed.
It's disturbing and unusual, and it has to do with advanced Dominion research. Sounds interesting.
Well, so you're thinking about giving up this life of luxury and becoming a professional broadcaster?
Oh, regular folks just ain't ready for the raw sex appeal I'd unleash into the great little lives. I reckon my niche is right here with you, old buddy. Right to the end.
I'm glad you're part of all this, Tychus. You did real good today.
Well, he may have many flaws, but a lack of self-esteem is certainly not among them. So let's take a look at what we have available. We have, of course, Haven, Redstone, and Tirador, and we also have Castanar, the secret bonus mission.
The classified documents we found on Core Hall imply the Dominion has a top-secret bioweapons lab on an orbital platform at Castanar. If the Dominion is cooking up a big surprise for us, I'd like to know about it.
That would be very interesting, and look at how much we get out of it. We could get 4 Protoss research, 125,000 credits, 3 Zerg research. The Protoss research we can actually use in the lab. The Zerg research we can't use anymore in the lab because we've maxed out our lab research for the Zerg, but we'll get paid 10,000 credits apiece for those, so that's an extra 30,000 credits. So this mission's not 125,000 credits for us, it's 155,000 credits. So that could be very useful. But, as always, we'll decide what we do in the next episode, because we're all out of time. So, thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
So I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there.
Oh, he's right there! Oh, God, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way!
Oh. That could have saved me about 100 lives right now. Oh. Why?